His name was Eckhart Tolle. He was only 29 years old, but deeply depressed and on the edge of ending his life. And then, in a single night, something shifted. He described it as the most profound realization of his existence. He couldn't stop thinking the thought, "I cannot live with myself any longer." And then the question struck him like a lightning bolt. Who is the I that cannot live with myself? Are there two of you? The watcher and the watched? The thinker and the thoughts? In that moment of recognition, the suffering collapsed. He sat on that park bench for 2 hours, in a state of extraordinary stillness and peace. He would spend the next decade trying to understand what had happened to him. When he finally found the language to describe it, he called it the power of now.
Two paths, one truth. What Eckhart Tolle called presence, the Zen masters called Mushin, the mind with no mind. What he called the pain body, the Buddha called Dukkha, the suffering that arises from clinging to what cannot last. What he called awakening, the ancient masters called Satori, a sudden flash of enlightenment, not earned, not achieved, simply recognized. Different words, the same territory.
Tolle's central insight, and the one that changed millions of lives, is this: you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that observes your thoughts. The moment you realize this, the thoughts lose their grip. The suffering quietens, and the present moment opens. In 1994, when The Power of Now was published, this felt revolutionary to Western readers. In 500 BC, the Buddha sat beneath a Bodhi tree in northern India and arrived at the same understanding. He called it anatta, meaning no self. The recognition that there is no fixed permanent self behind the thoughts, only the river of awareness flowing through them. Tolle arrived at this on a park bench in London through personal crisis. The Buddha arrived at it through 49 days of silent meditation. And here is what is remarkable. Eckhart Tolle has spoken publicly about reading Buddhist and Zen texts after his awakening and finding, to his astonishment, that they described precisely what he had experienced. He didn't borrow from Buddhism to build his philosophy. He experienced something profound, described it as accurately as he could, and then discovered that monks across Asia had been mapping the same territory for 2,500 years. This is not a coincidence. This is evidence that there is something genuinely true here, for when two traditions, separated by thousands of years and thousands of miles, arrive at the same destination independently, the destination is probably real.
Eckhart Tolle, all problems are illusions of the mind. Zen proverb, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. The situation never changes, only the awareness of it. Two paths, the same mountain.
So what do we do with this? Both Tolle and the Zen masters give the same answer. Not a technique, not a method, and not a system. Just awareness. Simply notice that you are thinking. Notice that there is a part of you that can observe the thinking. Tolle calls that presence. The monks call it your Buddha nature. You already have it. You have always had it. The park bench in London and the Bodhi tree in India were just 2 doors into the same room. And the room has always been open. If something in this teaching is telling you to go deeper, the Mind Monk app is where the conversation continues. I will be there, ready and waiting. The link can be found below.